Hey, what's up guys? Prepared Survivalist here. I want to show you a trick today with knot tying that a lot of people don't really think to do, but it's just something simple that you can do when tying most knots that'll make your life a lot easier when it comes to untying them again. Now the reason that you want to be able to easily untie your knots is so that you can reuse your rope. And everybody knows how much of a pain in the butt it is if you don't have nails or something and you're sitting there trying to pick at a knot and try to get a knot untied. And you may need to do that just to get at whatever's tied up or because you want to reuse your rope. So let's look at how we can do this here. So we'll use something like a bowline, for example, or bowline knot. You make a figure 9 pattern like this with your tag end coming over the top, and it will just kind of look like a figure 9. And we go through like that, basically making a start of an overhand. Now this isn't really to teach you how to do these knots, it's just to show you what I'm about to show at the end of the knot. So the way I do my bowline is put 3 fingers through each of those holes. I come under, and I go back through, okay? And then you pull it tight. Now look to see where your tag end is going through, okay? Because you need to thread the tag end back through that same hole, right? Then pull it tight like this, okay? And you can, if you can, grab all 4 parts, pull them all tight against each other. Now, so you have your typical bowline loop, right? It's not self-tightening, it's a fixed shape. Now, if you were going to get that undone, traditionally you'd have to go like this, pick that part, pull that, you know, because you're not going to have this bite on the other end. That's just going to be the tag end right there. So that it would look like that, basically. You wouldn't have that tag. And you can't do anything. If you pull it out, it'll just pull it tighter. However, if you put it back through and you pull it, it comes completely undone. Now we could take something like a taut line hitch. Start with our figure 9. Let's give ourselves a little bit more slack for the example. Figure 9, we go around once, come around again, under, back over. Well, we didn't give ourselves enough room, so let's do it again. And again, I'm not trying to show you how to do these knots. The trick at the end is what we're after here. I do have other videos on knot tying, so you can look at those. So this one, it's a little different because it's kind of, you got to dress this knot generally first so that you get those kind of lined up like a prusik. This is also gutted paracord, so it's not as robust as regular paracord. So that right there is the taut line, and it's kind of like a better version of a slip knot because when you pull it, it won't go closed. However, you can make it close and open as you see fit. So what you do there, before you tighten that up and dress it, you just weave it back through just like we did the bowline. And then, like I said before, if you can, generally you don't have to worry about that tag end. You just treat this bite there as the tag. Pull that tight. Okay. You can ignore the actual tag. So you end up with these secondary loops. Now, it's just as secure as the regular one. The knot doesn't know that you did something extra on it. It still just thinks that there's one tag in there and that's it. So you haven't compromised the knot or changed it in any way. You've simply just woven your tag in back through and giving yourself an easy, quick release on it. Now, if you're like paranoid about that or something, and you think that, you know, maybe something might grab that tag and pull it, which it could. I mean, it is technically not as safe because it does have that ability to be quickly undone. Well, you can take your tag and just go back through that bight again, especially if you have a lot of slack. Now, if that were for some reason to pull tight like this, it's not going to be able to really pull that through because it'll just tighten that tag into there, right? So basically, now that one, it doesn't come all the way undone, but it gets you back to basic overhand, which obviously comes undone quickly. So again, if we were to do that one again, just make our taut line hitch, and then we just weave it back through, leave ourselves a little bit of a bight. Pull that tight, okay? And you can leave as much slack there as you want for that secondary one. So that's on there. Want to undo it? Just pull it there. Now it comes undone easily. Now just keep that trick in mind whenever doing any type of knot, and right at the end before you cinch that, thread your tag end back through, leave yourself a little bight or a loop where the tag end used to be, and that'll act as a tag, and then your actual tag is your quick release, and you just yank that through. So hopefully that tip helps out. Make sure to try it out on your favorite knots and see how it works for you. Appreciate the views. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Thanks for watching.